Today I am starting my New York Yankees franchise on MLB 18 The Show. This series, as you can tell, is just going to be a straight live stream series. Every game I do is going to be live streamed. Every live stream is going to have one series in it, so this first live stream is going to be at Toronto for the opening season. Every game I do is going to be at quick counts. I'm starting the difficulty on Hall of Fame. And I'm going to try to do multiple seasons, hopefully 3 or 4 by the end of MLB The Show 18. And if this series does good on my channel, I will continue it onto MLB 19 The Show. So to start it off, I'm going to go through my MLB lineups and my AAA lineups. I didn't do AA because I didn't really see the point. Pretty much all the top prospects in the system are in AAA. So that's how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to set up the thumbnail real quick. So got the thumbnail working now. And make sure the stream is up on YouTube, and then we'll get into the lineups and rotations. I don't know if the thumbnail worked, but so starting rotation in the MLB, we got Severino, Tanaka, Montgomery, Sonny Gray, CC Sabathia. I put Montgomery at number 3 to split up him and Sabathia, the two lefties. We probably the best bullpen in the league, I think. We got Chapman as a closer. We got Robinson and Betances setting him up. Betances has been inconsistent throughout the couple of last 2 years, so hopefully he can turn it around. We got Chad Green, Tommy Kahnle, and then we got Jason Shreve and Adam Warren as our long reliever. Let's look at the AAA rotation. We got Sheffield, Chance Adams, Clark Smith are the 3 top guys, and we got Medina and then Kessa. Then the bullpen, nothing too big except Domingo German and Jonathan Holder. Okay, in the lineup, we got probably one of the best lineups in AAA. We got Tyler Wade leading it off, Clint Frazier, and then we got Gleyber Torres, who's one of the biggest prospects in the system. And then Floral is another big guy, and McGill Andujar is another big prospect in the system. And then, MLB lineup. I should probably go through that. Brett Garner's going to lead us off. Stanton and Judge are 2 and 3. Didi is going to bat cleanup. Gary Sanchez batting 5th. Then Greg Bird, Brandon Drury, Neil Walker, and Aaron Hicks. I have Didi batting cleanup to split up the 3 power bats that are all righties. Then on the bench we got Austin Romine, probably one of the best backup catchers in the league. Ronald Torres, very good backup. Infielder Jacoby Ellsbury, and then Tyler Austin, one of the big prospect in the organization. So let's jump into game 1 against Toronto. Like I said, we're going to do hybrid, quick counts like I said. We're going to open the roof since it's clear skies. And let's jump right into this. Severino versus Stroman in opening day. And let's get this started. See what they got on their lineup. I think we definitely have the better lineup by far. I don't think Yankees probably have arguably the best lineup in Major League Baseball when healthy.
Afternoon baseball on MLB Network, and a great look there at Rogers Center in Toronto. Opening day is here as we get the new season.
Real quick. 1 minute.
success in the long run.
Let's
so
get this
as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Now to the plate, Brett Gardner. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Well, the sun is out, but it is icy out here today. 43 degrees at first pitch. Now the 2-1.
Again, an outside fastball. Probably should not have swung at that one, but we got a 2-2 count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a
Ball
slider.
3, full count.
Don't go too far. The
Stan's
dangerous
waiting on deck.
Stanton gets his shot next. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking.
Oh, I just watched that one. Brett Gardner strikes out to start the year.
Digging in now
John
for the
Carlos
Yankees.
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Stan hits it into the shift, and he's gonna be out at first base. Nice play by the first base. First 2 guys go down. Here comes Aaron.
He made a great stop. Still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
No offer on that one.
2
balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Oh, I was probably late on that one.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes
That's a full count to Aaron Judge.
A little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
That's fouled back. Stays at full count.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Right down the middle, and
dive, and he knocks it down.
Oh my God! How did he make that?
Okay. A spectacular all-around
3 up to 3 down to start the season. Not a great start. Let's see what Severino can do on the mound.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Popped him up.
Straight pop up.
Sanchez is there.
Good first out of the game.
Next to bat for
Devin
Toronto.
Travis is up.
Devin Travis. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitting .429. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
It's 2 strikes. Throw him a little fastball. He hits it to Didi Gregorius, who catches it for out number 2. Josh Donaldson is up.
No one aboard for him.
Biggest threat in this lineup. See if we can get him out. Strikes on the slider. Swings at the slider outside. 2-2 count. Wouldn't go back to the slider. This time a little bit more inside. And he hits it into the shift. And Neil Walker throws it on the first. They're out number 3.
First in time, and that ends the inning.
Both teams go down without any runners on base.
Still no score. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
It's a rough call right there.
There's a cold strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And a high fastball, and Didi goes down swing for out number 1 in the top of the second.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman is only 2 for 10.
High fastball, it's 2-2 count.
For a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. Hit sharply on
and that's going to be the first hit for the Yankees this year, Gary Sanchez. a single through second baseman and shortstop.
Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Up next, we got Greg Bird.
In now, Greg Bird. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees
2-1 count.
baseman.
Greg Bird.
The 2-1. There's a swing.
And that's a big swing by Greg Bird. It's over the top of the right fielder. And that's going to be a double for Greg Bird, and that also moves Gary Sanchez over the third.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a
great
good
piece of
swing
hitting
on it, but
by
I
Greg
don't think
Bird.
he got under it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about
up
a
next,
hit double, though.
We got Neil Walker. No, Brandon Dury. Sorry about that. See what he can do. Got in second, third. He hits it to the first baseman, and that's going to be out number 2. That's going to come up to Neil Walker. Switch hitter, full count. See if he can get a base hit here. Having a run or 2.
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
He swings it. It goes deep. And it's going to be under the left fielder, Curtis Granderson, for out number 3. So we strand 2 guys in scoring positions, and we get no runs.
No score.
Luis Severino back on the mound for inning number 2.
Fouled off. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first is
that's nice easy out for Gary Sanchez. And here comes Solarte, the former.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1-1, here it comes. Strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess.
Oh, and Severino hits Solarte. Solarte's going to be heading to first base.
At the plate, Rendell Gritchen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. So 1-1 home. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Solarte leads off first with 1 away. Again, another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it.
Just inside.
He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And with a 2-seamer away. Get him looking. And he grounds it to Didi. Over to Neil Walker. 2. Greg Bird for the double play to end the inning.
Back now on MLB Network.
Heading into the top of the third. Aaron Hicks is going to lead off with a full count.
Striding in, Aaron Hicks will swing it from the left side right here. Now he tries to
and he check swings, and he's going to be headed to first base. He's going to lead off the inning with a walk. Here comes Brett Gardner. He struck out in the first inning. See if he can get a better result in inning number 2. Or inning number 3. And he strikes out again.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
John Carlos Stanton to the plate.
A 1-1 pitch. And there's one we'd like to have
2-1
over
count.
again. Missed high
slider.
Third inning,
I think that slider just got away from him because you don't really see high sliders all the time. Oh, it's a little late on that one. 2-2 count. Oh, and another strikeout.
And that's out number 2.
That's a pretty sad attempt at
baseball missed that
right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do with that.
Right down the middle.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
And Judge can't do anything with it.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, what is Judge swinging at?
Get his arms extended.
That's going to be 3 Ks.
One left for the Yankees.
Stroman
Home half of the
in the third inning. Rough start for the Yankees.
Granderson.
Comes another former Yankee, Curtis Granderson, up at the plate.
Time, but that becomes moot as
watches the changeup for strike 2.
So a full count now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around.
Strike 3 for Severino. He gets
swung on and missed by Granderson.
Granderson swinging on the change.
Coming to the plate now, Aledmus Diaz.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason.
Back to Didi Gregorius, and he's going to get another assist, a little high. Greg Bird still got the ball. Here comes Russell Martin, another former Yankee.
And this pitch is taken by
just outside.
Moves to 2-1 now. In there above the belt.
Good location right there for Severino.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And
he'll get
and missed, and the side is
Martin
retired.
swinging on the slider to end the inning. Scoreless, 3 scoreless innings.
He's 0 for 1
Start this game.
This game is
See
rolling right along as we
what
move
team
into
can
the
strike
middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these
oh
two
my
teams
God.
would be able
I
to
am
get
throwing
some
a terrible
base runners on
pitch
to get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Got him
Alright,
swinging on
Gary
the
Sanchez with a full count.
Didi Gregorius goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. This is flared right back.
That was probably another bad pitch to swing at, and it's thrown away.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
And Gary Sanchez is going to stay at first and make it on the error.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump.
Alright, because Greg Bird, he got a double in the first, or in the second, sorry. See what he can do here in the 4th.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Right down the middle.
In the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan,
Can't take
does this
advantage
continue,
of it.
or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's
2-2
nice
count.
to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on.
Oh, that was such a bad swing. Brandon is up at the plate. See if he can change.
After grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Missed the breaking ball.
2-1 count. Got a hitter's count. See if we can take advantage of it.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. Big tilt on the slider. Gets
Probably
a
should
swing
not
and
have
a
swung
miss.
that one. I was late
I think
again.
it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now.
Ground foul. Stays a 2-2 count. Full count for Brandon Drury.
But it's a full count
Neil
now.
Walker's on deck.
Neil Walker would be next. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Oh, that was the pitch.
Down the right field line.
That was the pitch. It's got a little bit under that one.
Breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Now a ball.
A high fastball drilled to left field and a diving catch by Curtis Granderson. And that's going to end the inning.
Striding in once again, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's a strike 3 for CC Sabathia.
The 1-2.
Ooh, I mean, I didn't say CC Sabathia, I meant Severino. See if we can get him with the slider away.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he misses the location. It's going to be a full count.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit.
Popped up. Can Greg Bird get back to it? And yes, he can. That's going to be out number 1.
Bird is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. The 1-2. Is an off-speed pitch.
Just misses with that low changeup.
2-2. Swung on.
He pops it up to deep left. But Gardner is under it for out number 2. Alright, Josh Donaldson up at the plate, full count, grounded out in his first at bat. And this time he pops up, Aaron Judge is under it, pretty much center field. And that's going to be out number 3. So through 4 innings, no runs have been scored.
Here's Neil Walker, so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
2-1 count. 2-seamer inside. I guess the high fastball, and it's just going to be a little blooper to right field for out number 1. Here comes Aaron Hicks, who got walked on his first plate appearance.
Aaron Hicks, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Swings at the high fastball, but it does go foul.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below.
Alright, 1-2 count. With a high fastball.
But there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops the hammer off.
Ooh, that's a high slider for strike number 3.
There as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 and 2.
Wow, man, I'm swinging at some bad pitches right now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
It's inside. It's a 2-2 count.
2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that,
he's going to ground it over to Josh Donaldson. He throws it on the run, and he's going to get Brett Gardner at first for out number 3.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Smoke. He got on top.
Here comes Justin Smoke in the bottom of the 5th. He gets a high slider, and he can't take advantage of it. And Brett Gardner is under it for out number 1. Severino got away with one right there.
Digging in for his second
3-1 count to Solarte. He got hit last time he was up at the plate. And now we got a full count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
There's another foul ball by Solarte. He swings at a really low ball. That's going to be another assist by Didi Gregorius.
Here's Randall Grichuk. And right into the
rounded over the Dory. Foul ball.
They'll do it again. 3-2.
Full count pitch. A high changeup gets him looking. And he can't believe the call. A no-hitter for Severino through 5.
Ready once again.
Can the offense help him out a little bit?
In his 2 trips to the plate. And check swing, and he went around, says the home.
He said he went on that, and that's going to be strike 3. Here comes Aaron Judge up at the plate. 3-1 count. Big hitters count right here. See if he can take advantage of it. And that's going to be a walk for Aaron Judge. Here comes Didi Gregorius. Struck out his first 2 times up at the plate. Got a 3-2 count on this at bat.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
It's a high ball. He's going to hit that one foul. Stays alive.
The next 3-2.
And there's a curveball, and he gets a good rip on that one, and that's going to be a single. with Gary Sanchez coming up at the plate.
Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third
A 1-1 count to Gary.
His ticket comes twice, and he's able to get.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez.
Right down the middle, and that's going to be a hit to left field. And they were going to send Judge, but he hesitated at third. So that's going to be bases loaded for Brandon Dury with a 2-1 count. Can he do something with this opportunity?
Into the box now, Greg Bird.
So right down the middle, he does take advantage of it, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Brandon Dury, and the Yankees get a 2-0 lead in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk.
And they are taking out Showman that quickly, and they're going to the bullpen. That was not Brandon Dury. I have no idea who that was actually.
Ryan Tepera is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Hard hit ball.
That's Brandon Dury, and he's going to get an RBI on that ground out. And it's going to be a 3-0 lead. Who is that? Oh, it was Greg Bird that got that 2 RBI double. Here comes Neil Walker. 2 flyouts. So far, see what he can do here. It's a 2-2 count.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Right down the middle. It's going to be caught by the center fielder, but the Yankees do get a 3-0 lead after the top of the 6th.
Granderson. He'll get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side.
Liner to right field, and Judge saves the no-hitter.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat.
That's a grounder to Neil Walker. And that's going to end the 6th, a 1-2-3 inning for Severino. Here comes Aaron Hicks up at the plate.
Once again, Aaron Hicks. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. And did he go around?
He took swings on that one. That's a 2-1 count.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Right down the middle, and it's going to be a bobbler the second, but he does make the play.
Gets the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Brett Gardner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1-1, very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
That's going to go foul.
Bases are empty.
A little low. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one. And he does not swing.
Did he go?
So that's going to be a 1-2 count.
No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2. Line drive
right
left.
Down the middle, a little lower, but a single for Brett Gardner.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so
one
much
out
velocity in the
in the
game.
7th.
That was a 96-mile-an-hour
Here comes Giancarlo Stanton. He does not have a hit yet.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulders tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour.
Oh, I tried to hell up, but I already swung.
The other way to keep you on the
Yeah. 1-2 count. And they throw a slider up the middle, and that's going to be a single by Giancarlo Stanton. And Aaron Judge is going to come up with 2 people on.
Guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line it.
Can Judge break open this game? He's got a full count.
Strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And he hits it deep center. It's going to be under center fielder. And they're going to send Gardner to third. It's going to be close, and he's going to get in. Coming up to the plate with 2 outs. First and third, Didi Gregorius.
Ready for another chance? He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
And he's gonna pop that one up to end the inning.
And the inning is over.
No runs that inning. Leave 2 on.
So the batting order turns over now.
And Severino's back on the mound for the bottom of the 7th.
Thus far in this one. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant.
And he's gonna pop up. Severino gets under and he can't make the play. And that's gonna be the end of the no-hitter. Oh, it's not that there's no hitter, but that's gonna be a base runner on the error.
They have a base runner and a chance to make some noise now.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I don't know what happened because he's still batting, even though they said, oh, you know what happened? It went foul. That ball went foul. That's what happened. So that error didn't really do anything. Another ground ball. This is Didi Gregorius.
And that's the second.
That's to be out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th.
Digging in to try it again.
Josh Donaldson
and
to come up to the plate.
This starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can.
And that's going to be a home run by Josh Donaldson. And he breaks the no-hitter with a 1-run shot in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees are going to start warming up Dylan Betances. If Severino can't get this next batter out, Dylan Betances is going to come in.
Justin Smoke. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. 2-2.
And as a pop-up, Gardner gets under it and puts him away for out number 3. So 7 innings for Severino, allows 1 run. And that's going to be the end of his day. A 1-hitter by Severino through 7. Now the Yankees are going to warm up. David Robertson set it up for Aroldis Chapman.
Swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
A low pitch. Probably should not have swung at that one either. And it goes down looking Gary Sanchez. Here comes Greg Bird. He's the one that broke open this game. The 2-run double.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But
that one was a strike. That's why I was throwing at that one.
1-2. Here it comes.
And then a grounder up the middle, and it's gonna get through. Another hit for Greg Bird.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Great first game of the season for Greg Bird. Now we got a 0-2 count to Brendan Drury. High fastball for ball 1.
Lay off, and it's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer
check swings, and they're going to say he did not go. That's going to be a 2-2 count.
2-2. Gets him swinging.
Oh, I should not have swung at that one. It's another strikeout.
Here's Neil Walker.
For the Yankees.
Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
Leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that's a
another strikeout.
And that ends the inning.
Alright, here comes the setup man for the New York Yankees, David Robertson.
To get something going here. David Robertson is
Can he set this up to roll this Chapman?
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
That's going to be a single over to left.
And he's got himself a base hit.
Start off the inning.
Hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone. That
hitter got fooled on that one.
Really upset.
And it is strike 3.
This is the start of something late.
Got him to go down swinging there. Rendell Gritchick.
Comes Curtis Granderson, struck out twice. You got a 3-0 count here.
Digging in once again.
Robinson gets a fastball down the middle.
In the ball game so far.
So there's another one. That one's going to be a deep hit by Granderson. Gardner gets under it for out number 2.
He makes the catch.
So that's 2 outs.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz.
Here comes Diaz with a 1-1 count.
Situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least
that's a ground over to Didi Gregorius, and he's going to get Diaz over at first. And that Robinson just set that this game up for Volts Chapman coming in the 9th. But can the Yankees get him some extra runs?
So 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
2-1 count.
And it
3-1 count.
Walks are never good, but
Tyler Clippard about to walk Aaron Hicks.
It seems like they always
if he does, it might be the end of him for this game, and that's exactly what he does.
It's a 5-pitch walk.
And that hole at bat,
and he's going to stay in the game. He's going to put Gardner up to the plate with a 1-1 count.
By that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
The 1-1 is laid off.
We have a low fastball, 2-1 count
exactly
to Brett Gardner.
Like as a pitcher, one of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now a check swing.
3-1 count to Brett Gardner.
Ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands.
And he's going to walk Brett Gardner as well. It's back-to-back walks with Tyler Clippard, and they still keep him in the game. But a full count to John Carlos Span.
It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch.
That's going to be the strike 3. Aaron Judge is going to come to the plate. Got a 1-1 count.
Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
2-1 count to Judge.
So 2-2 now.
I thought it was going to be lower.
Here now the 2-2.
Another check swing, no swing, so the first base umpire has a full count to Aaron Judge.
Ready now.
Yeah, fastball way high, and that's going to be the 3rd walk of the inning by Tyler Clippard, and he's gone. Here comes Didi Gregorius. Can he drive in some insurance runs for Volts Chapman? And he hits it to the 3rd baseman. He throws it to 2nd, and then to 1st with a double play. So here comes the hard-throwing lefty, Aroldis Chapman. Can he shut down this game and get his first save on opening day? It's a deep hit by Russell Martin, but Aaron Hicks can get under it for out number 1.
The start to the bottom of the 9th, this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
That's 2 strikes, 2 balls in the strike.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone.
He lost
3.
that one.
Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 2 for 4.
And another pop-up, and that's going to be out number 2. Bergsbury gets under it. One more out, and the Yankees will start the season 1-0.
Now in the box,
got a full count,
and he needs to make something happen.
And he throws the heater, and it is foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able
Chapman
to get
throws the slider in the dirt. And that's going to be the end of game 1. And the Yankees win. First game of the year. And the first game of the franchise. Rough start for the hitting. Severino kept them in it. And then Greg Bird came through with a 2-RBI double that opened up the game for the Yankees. I'm going to take a 5-minute break in between this game and the second game of the series. And I will come back and we will play game 2. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. Alright, let's start game number 2. after the 3-1 victory. See what we can do in game 2. Hopefully we can have a better hitting day. Had a lot of strikeouts in game 1. For counts on, we'll have it close for this game. Got Masahiro Tanaka versus Aaron Sanchez. See, through the first game, Sanchez and Bird had a great day, and pretty much everyone else struggled. Yeah, everyone else pretty much struggled. I think Judge had 2 walks though, so he did get on base twice. Just didn't get a hit in game 1. Here we go.
So stepping in,
here comes Brett Gardner up. 3-2 count. Start the game. Alright, so we're down the middle, and the shortstop is going to catch it for out number 1. Alright, comes John Carlos Stan, 2 strikes. A lot of pitches he can throw right here.
Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
First strikeout of the day.
He's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now.
Comes Aaron Judge.
With 3 strikeouts yesterday,
see what he can do.
Today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
That did not look like a strike.
At a sinker, the strikeout retired the side.
Well, that was okay. Here comes Masahiro Tanaka. See what he can do in his first start of the season.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher
strikes out the first batter of the season.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Devin Travis. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's gone 4 for 9. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark.
Can we put him away here with the slider away?
Game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
And he's going to ground it over to Neil Walker at second base, who makes a tough play, but he does get the out.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He was responsible for the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. It was a solo shot.
Another 2 strike.
The 1-2
count. Tanaka will get his second strikeout of the day.
Blue Jays go down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Alright, 0-0. No hits. Going into the second inning. Didi Gregorius comes up with a 0-2 count.
He'll get us started in the top of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him out front.
There's the first ball of the at-bat.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to
so get ground over to the shortstop. He makes a tough play, and he gets Didi at first out. Number 1. Alright, comes Gary Sanchez, who's 3 for 4 in game 1.
He's 1 for 3. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season. But you never want to drop the home.
Foul tip.
You certainly don't want to find yourself 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
high in the air and
I got a little bit
out
under
to
that
shallow
one.
center.
That's going to be out number 2.
Shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Here comes Greg Bird, who had the biggest day out of any Yankee batter. 2 for 4 with a 2 RBI double.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And that's going to be hit into the shift for out number 3.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. And a full count now.
Cutter
3-2
by Tanaka. A very cutter. Doesn't throw that pitch too often. On a 3-2 count. Sabathia gets him swinging with that slider. His best pitch.
Next to bat
comes Solarte up to the plate.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one.
That's a high slider by Tanaka, but it's going to be right above Gardner for out number 2.
This one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Rendell Gritcha. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
That's a high fastball, and Brett Gardner gets there for out number 3.
Brandon Drury will bat next.
Brandon Drury comes up. He did not get a hit last game, but he did get an RBI on the ground out.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get this guy before he really settles in.
1-2 now.
Stump has a wide strike zone.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Should have left my PCI up there. I could have found that ball.
Throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Ooh, way outside. 2-2 count.
It's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Ooh. It's a bad string by Brandon Drury. Here comes Neil Walker, who is 0 for 4 in game 1.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Didn't get
high
on top
sinker,
of the sinker at all.
2-2 count.
That's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. The 2-2. Hit in the air to shallow center.
Just a little too high for Neil Walker, and he's going to pop that one out to the center field.
2 down now.
So still no hits for the Yankees, but here comes Aaron Hicks, who had 2 walks in game 1.
The starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business.
Oh, another pop-up by the Yankees, and that's going to end the top of the 3rd.
It is Curtis Granderson, 7, 8, and 9 to start.
Here comes Granderson up at the plate. 2-1 count.
These guys 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on
nice
and lifted
fastball.
in the air
It's going to
to
be
left
popped
center.
up to Brett Gardner in left center for out number 1.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz.
Comes Diaz with a 3-1 count.
He's 2 for 3.
That's a high, deep ball. Can Aaron Judge get there? And he does for out number 2.
So striding in, Russell Martin.
The grounder, Didi can't get there. And that's going to be the first hit of the game for either team.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Tanaka pauses. 1-2 on its way. swing and a little tapper.
1-2 count.
The 1-2.
Tanaka hits him with the cutter, and I don't know what just. Oh my God, what just happened? The shortstop and the center fielder missed the ball, and that's gonna be a run for the Blue Jays.
So much of this game is situational hitting,
what
guys.
just
nice
happened?
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And there's strike 3 by Tanaka.
And that's the third out of the inning.
A strange run by the Blue Jays, but it does give them a 1-0 lead.
They're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if the second trip through the order changes anything.
There is the first hit by the New York
Yankees
in game 2. Alright, here comes Giancarlo Stanton up at the plate.
Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Another bad swing.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the
Yankees have
strike
poor
zone.
discipline
That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for
early
the
in this
play
season.
ball.
Outside and low
2-2
that
count.
time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 gets him looking.
Oh my
3.
God, these calls by this umpire. That's like the third looking strike that I've had that was a strikeout, and they weren't even a strike.
It's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
1-1. There's a swinging strike on the sinker.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right there. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong.
I'm swinging at some terrible pitches right now.
Line drive to center field.
That's going to be a base hit by Didi Gregorius. And that's going to bring up Gary Sanchez, where they got him first and second.
But he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side.
Single probably will score with Brett Gardner.
Baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Missed middle.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Slapped hard.
That is a single. And they're not going to send Gardner. And it's going to be a bases loaded for Greg Bird. He came up big in the first game. Can he do it again here in the second game?
Bags are loaded, and he is in deep.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that.
That one's going to hurt. He left base
for his
loaded.
second at bat, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lofted in the air out
Pop up to left to right center for Aaron Judge for out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he goes against the shift there, as this is on the ground to the left side.
Against the shift, but they still get him out. 2 outs, and here comes Solarte.
There are 2 away now.
Full count.
Ready for another chance? Yankervis Solarte flied out in his first at.
Knock it back with a slider, and Neil Walker gets it and puts him out for out number 3.
stepping in and
There comes Brandon Derry up at the plate. 2-1 count.
Play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time?
Check swing. So we got a full count.
It's ball 3 now.
See what happens here. Right back up the middle, and that's gonna be a base hit for Brandon Drury.
The leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Alright, comes Neil Walker up at the plate, still looking for his first hit on the year. Can he get it right here? He does not. Instead, it's going to be a double play.
Gets a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though.
There comes Aaron Hicks up at the plate with a 1-1 count.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. And this ball runs away for ball 2.
2-1 count on Hicks.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses.
Right down the middle, just a little late on that. That is a fast sinker, 97 miles an hour. That's a fast sinker.
Get somebody on base.
Wow,
Get this guy out of
that thing is
stretch,
fast.
make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
It's a little bit under that one. Can I get a good swing on that? It's a 2-2 count. He almost swings on that curveball, but he holds up. Full count to Aaron Hicks. Gonna foul that one off.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends. Here's Randall Grichuk.
I have a lot of strikeouts here. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong. Well, I know what I'm doing wrong.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
I need to fix it.
Digging in to try it again. Curtis Granderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot.
3-1 count.
Take on a good
we got a little bit away from Tanaka.
3-1. Takes a strike for a full count.
Full count, high fastball.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And he gets him with the nice splitter.
He's down on strikes for route number 2.
2 outs.
Now at the plate,
here in the bottom of the fifth.
First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Count moves to a ball and 2
That's
strikes
1-2
now.
count.
Tanaka gets the
Let's
sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes.
Slider that goes a little bit over the plate a little bit.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity. That
was a good location.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
See if we can get him with the splitter.
Nope. And there's a pitch that just
I'm
misses
surprised
the
he held up
inside
on that
corner.
one.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there,
Get him in
especially in
another
a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count.
Swings at that one, he whips it down the right field.
But foul.
But foul. That splitter got a little bit away from Tanaka there.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
This is
the top up to left center.
1, 2, 3 for the
and Aaron Hicks gets under it for out number 2.
Now as the side is so back to the top of the Yankee order.
Gardner's going to lead off here in the top of the 6th.
The game, I think it's clear that the
full
plan of
count.
Attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit,
oh, that would have been a nice double down the line. Just goes a little foul.
You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Curveball's gonna be fouled off.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he'll finally just wear him
little
down.
late on that
Swung
sinker.
on and missed for the first out.
I guess Jonko was staying 2 strikeouts in this game.
Looking at strike 3 last time through. A 1-1 home. Strike called on the outer part
I hate this strike zone. Calling so many strikes at a ball.
1-2. Smoked on
Up the middle into the shift, so that's gonna be an out.
Over to Smoke at first.
2 outs. Top of 6. Here comes Aaron Judge, who also has 2 strikeouts.
Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 2-1 pitch is a sinker, swung on and missed. 2-2.
On top of that one a little bit.
He took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Full count.
Did he hold up in time? Yes, as the first
Judge
base umpire. It's
do
ball
something
3
here with
now.
2 outs.
Liner to center
High
field.
fastball, and that's going to be a single for Aaron Judge. If you got a little bit more under that one, that would have been a shot. Just a little bit on top of it. So a 2-out single. Here comes Didi Gregorius up in the plate.
Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Into the box, Didi Gregorius lifted the other
He goes
way
to
down the left
Oppo,
field
and that
line.
one's going to go foul.
And that will end up a foul ball. Bounce towards the mound.
Got a blooper to the mound, and that's going to be out number 3.
This side is retired.
Comes Russell Martin up at the plate with a 3-1
He'll
count.
get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th. Hit hard back up the middle.
And Didi can't make that play.
He's got a base hit. So the
Your
leadoff
leadoff single
in their half
for
of the 6th.
Russell Martin.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kevin Pillar, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
All right, 1-2 count.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Fly ball out.
We popped up. Can Didi get this one? And he does make the tough play coming from shortstop.
Digging in once again, Devin Travis. It's been an 0 for 2 effort.
Devin Travis swings at the way outside slider. That's some good movement on it.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. To 1-2 now.
Donaldson takes a big zip on that one.
Judge is on his
Aaron Judge gets under it for out number 3.
And that'll retire. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez.
I see something real quick. Is there a way to look at
Guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
No.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both
1-1
starting
count.
pitchers
Gary
have
Sanchez
working.
up at the plate.
Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the
All right,
plays.
high sinker.
They've done just that.
Yeah, and
1-2
it's
count.
resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-2. Fouled away.
High pitch going to be popped up behind the plate.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He almost wanted that one.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after
And
that
that's
second pitch.
hit right into the shift. And that's to be out number 1.
In time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
There comes Greg Bird.
Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away.
1-2 count. Oh, and they hit Greg Bird, and he's going to be going to first.
Stepping in and
the Yankees take advantage of that.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-1 on the ground
up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. They get the first out, but they can't get the second one.
Here's Neil Walker.
That goes Neil Walker.
Out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats.
That's their foul. 1-2 count.
First with 2 gone. Dribbled to the right
little
side.
blooper. Russell Martin picks it up and throws them out at first.
And this side is retired. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard. But you have to give credit where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
So he got him swinging. Justin Smoke is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Now a cut fastball.
Tanaka just misses low, and he's going to walk somebody there.
Here's Vandal Grichuk. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Heading out towards shallow right.
Good play by Aaron Judge over on right. Second out of the bottom of the 7th.
Out number 2. Digging in once again, Curtis Granderson 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he's got
Granderson strikes out on the splitter. That's going to be the end of the 7th and 9 Ks for Tanaka. Can the Yankees get some runs on the board?
Aaron Hicks. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base.
Not the start to the inning they want.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Aaron Hicks becomes the first out of the inning. And a pitch down that swung on.
And that's going to be hit.
Over to
and
Smoke
somehow
and 2 away.
Travis makes that play.
Giancarlo Stanton now. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started.
Oh,
a diving stop.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here
All
in the
I
inning.
have to say is wow.
That remote more on. Riding in once again, Aledmus Diaz. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Chopped weakly to the left.
Benintendi gets the first batter out at the bottom of the 8th.
Digging in to try it again, Russell Martin. Last time through was a base hit. Liner toward right center. And Martin's going to reach. He's got a base hit.
We have 1 out double for Russell Martin.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your
Yankees are going to start warming up.
It makes a big difference. So
down the 10th.
goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Tommy Kahnle.
Martin leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a swing and a
big hit over the Didi Gregorius. For out number 2.
Ready once again, Devin Travis. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a
2-2 count.
Spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Count remains 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second.
Walker
gets to
makes the play. This is going to be the Yankees' last chance to do something in this game.
Welcome back to MLB Network.
Osuna is on the mound to try to close out this game.
Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
That's a 1-2 count to Aaron Judge.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, what a stop.
What a play.
Hats off to that one.
Last chance for the Yankees is Gary Sanchez. Can he make a big play right here? And he pops up to end the game.
Foul ground. Makes the catch and
I'm gonna replay the game that made this, the play of this game that made the difference.
The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
It's very disappointing.
Gets the win on the mound, his first of the year.
Very disappointing.
Masahiro Tanaka is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. Roberto Osuna closes the door for the save, his first of the year. That's a wrap here tonight.
This is the play
We're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball
decided this game. This was the play. Routine ground ball up the middle. You're thinking, Didi's got this. He's right there. He runs by the ball. And then, no one scored yet. There's not even somebody at second yet. And then this happened. And Hicks runs by the ball. And then as that's happening, that's how it happened. That's the play that decided the game. Wow. Yankees lose game 2. And somehow that was not an error. Don't know how, but it was not. Alright, I'm going to take another 5-minute break. Probably less than 5 minutes. And then we'll play game 3. 2 more games in this video. I'll be right back. Okay guys, let's start game 3. We got, let's open up the roof. Quick counts. We got Jordan Montgomery versus AJ Happ, 2 lefties. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so far on the season, the only people that are even playing, Gardner's playing decent, and Bird and Sanchez are doing good. We're doing better than the Blue Jays at hitting though, because the only guy doing good on the Blue Jays is Russell Martin, and Solarte is doing pretty decent. Donaldson only has 1 hit, I think, in the 2 games. So at least we're shutting down their best hitter. former MVP.
From Rogers Center in downtown Toronto.
Let's start up game number 3.
Here's Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner's going to lead it off.
This one off today.
He is 1-1. 1-1 count.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line
and that's a great way to start the game. A leadoff single for Brett Gardner.
The Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I don't know if he swung at that one.
And Stanton is down on strikes.
Oh, what did I swing at that?
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands.
Try to pick off Gardner at first.
At bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
1-1 is off and missed. He chased it for strike 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's really thinking about the steal right here.
I knew right away that was not going to be a strike.
The 1-2.
He did not swing like that.
Up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it. Deep down the line. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Oh, wow. Judge ripped the ball. Yeah, he was not going high again after that. And he messes it up. That's going to be a single for Aaron Judge. He missed the home run by a couple of inches. Here comes Didi. Got a lefty pitching now. Might be a down game for him. See what Didi can do.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. 2-2
full count to Didi.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
This is hit the other way out.
And that's going to be an out. And Gary Sanchez is going to come up with 2 outs. 2 people on.
Stepping in,
can he make something happen?
Chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Hot shot down the line.
Oh, he's a little early on that swing. That would have been a pretty good hit if he could have got that on time.
Working to escape the first inning jam.
Oh, that was really low.
This is in the dirt as he tried
full
to get
count.
him to chase the low one.
2 outs.
Runners,
base runner is going to be going on the pitch.
The 3-2 pitch.
That's a curveball right up the middle, but he gets a little under it, and that's going to be the end of the first. Best first inning by the Yankees this season so far, so that's a good sign.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Here comes Jordan Montgomery.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Nice young lefty. See what he can do in this franchise.
Down the third base
that's going to be a base hit to start the game
its way through for a base
for the Blue Jays.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. Slow roller back to the mound.
And that's a terrible play. Oh my God.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Donaldson, and he could give his
terrible. Oh, and then he leaves the curveball up in the zone for Josh Donaldson. As I was saying before the game, how we've been shutting down Donaldson this series, he comes up with that.
Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this
Isn't
one.
a good start to the
And
game.
he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And he goes
and Montgomery's going to allow a 3rd run in inning number 1 in his first start. Not a good start.
Steve Pierce now looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Can he get out of this inning without any more damage?
Bat explodes as this
and yes, he does.
And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and no one left. In now, Greg Bird. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, when I throw his fastball that high.
2 strikes. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Standing in, Brandon Drury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits.
Full count, 1-3 count.
Of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
And the payoff pitch.
That's a full count.
And it's fouled away. This is high in the air.
That's a nice hit. It's probably going to be caught.
After it is Pilar.
And it is.
Tracks it down and makes the play to record
second out
the second
of
out. Next for New York, Neil Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Right down the middle.
Right center.
And that's going to be a base hit for Neil Walker.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not
comes Aaron Hicks up to the plate.
Drive it the other way for a base hit.
In now, Aaron Hicks. A ball and 2 strikes now. Walker is off at first.
Too early on that one.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Just hung in there on that one.
Still 2-2 count after the foul ball.
Bounced softly in front of the plate.
Russell's got an arm, and he does get him at first. That's going to end the top of the second.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Rough first inning by Montgomery. Let's see if we can pull it together.
Run and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball.
That's going to be a full count.
3-2. Yonhervis Solarte waits on deck.
And that's a home run by Solarte.
And it's gone.
It's a rough start for Jordan Montgomery.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball.
This continues. We're going to have to take him out and put Adam Morgan in a long reliever.
A solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Taken by Walker. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift.
He swings at the curveball in the dirt
to be able
for round
to
number 2.
manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
He loses him on ball 4.
A rough game for Jordan Montgomery.
Striding in, Devin Travis, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Grounded to short.
Gets it over to Didi Gregorius for out number 3.
Plenty of time, and the side is retired. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back.
Brett Gardner's going to lead off 3rd inning.
Leading off the inning, Brett Gardner, and they'll need him to get something going here. And that
That's a
catches
tough spot.
The high outside corner. 1-2 now. The 1-2.
And another single for Brett Gardner to lead off the 3rd, just like he did in the 1st.
Leadoff single will be the start to their
Can Yankees take advantage of this to get some runs there? Giancarlo Stanton is up at the plate.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere.
Oh, we got that call.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Giancarlo,
and that's a shot by Stan, and it's gonna go over the wall. There's Stan's first home run as a Yankee. That's gonna make it a 4-2 game. What a shot! That might have been one of the fastest home runs I've ever seen. That was a shot by Giancarlo Stanton. So look at this on Show Track. 112 miles an hour, 14-degree angle. Went out in less than 4 seconds. It was only 358 feet. What a shot. A line drive shot.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. Very high, 2-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. How hitters like this
Can Judge back it up with a back-to-back home run?
So that may have been one where he was trying to give.
Oh, and he does! Back-to-back home runs by the Giants of New York. Back-to-back. Judge and Stanton go back-to-back. Let's look at Show Track of Judge's home run. 115, 37-degree angle. Nice curve on that one, too. Look at that curve. 414 feet. And the Yankees are back in it just like that.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a late swing. I didn't never want to swing out of that.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
And that's going to be a ball for Didi. And now here comes up the 3rd power bat of the Yankees. Can he get the Yankees to lead back? There's still no outs in the inning. Huge inning by the Yankees.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss.
Oh, we got a little under that one.
3-2.
Now I want to check swing. Did it on accident. That's going to be a strike 3. Here comes Greg Bird. And he...
The 3-1.
Oh, that's a nice hit. I think that's not going to be deep enough. Alright, 2 outs, guy on first. We got Brandon Drury coming up. Can he do something here to keep this inning alive?
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Working for the punch out and the
right down the middle. And it's going to be called by the right fielder. But 3 runs by the Yankees. Back-to-back shots by Stan and Judge. Get Montgomery back in this one. Can he stop allowing all these runs? Keep the Yankees in this ballgame.
Walker will put this one away for route number 1. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit hard on the ground.
Oh, and Brandon Drury cannot make that play.
Left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out baseline.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
He's going to make this one, and hopefully it's a double play, and it is. Valves is not fast enough to outrun that double play.
Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Riding in once again, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker's going to start off
after a single this first time
the fourth. Can the Yankees follow up the big inning they had last inning?
Unlikely that ball
Oh, I should not have swung that one. That was ball four.
So that moves the count to 3-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Fastball up the middle, and it's going to be ground out to third base.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Starts to go around, and the bullpen umpire says he held up ball 2.
Call a ball on that one.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the lead.
And there's ball 4 to Aaron Hicks. And here comes Brett Gardner, who has a 3-0 count on him.
Getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
That was just in the strike though.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pilar's there.
Yeah, pop out.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
But here comes Stan. He hit a home run last inning. What can he do this inning?
Digging in once again.
3-0 count. Hitters count.
At-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it.
That's going to be ball 4.
And
Aaron Judge is going to come up. 3-1 count. Another hitter's count. I doubt he tests Judge another time.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty
good fastball. Oh, that was the pitch. A hanging curve. Judge going to take advantage of it. That's going to be end of the fourth.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He popped out in his first trip. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Stepping in for the Jays, Rendell Gritchick. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. 2 balls and a strike now. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the fourth.
All right, 2-2 count.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
And he loses that one for a full count.
Full now at 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Chopper up to Derry.
That would have swung at that
for out number 2.
And that's the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Alright guys, I had to go take care of something real quick. So we're going to have the 5-minute break now instead of at the end of this game.
That goes foul, so he stays alive with
Finish that bat real quick.
2 out, nobody on. Still even at 2-2.
Yeah, Rose gets out.
Hit the other way
gonna pop out
right
the Judge. I want to take that 5-minute break real quick, and we won't have one after this game. Alright guys, let's continue game 3. Heading into the top of the 5th.
1, 2, 3, go the Blue Jay. Ready for
Dude, Gregorius is gonna lead off this inning.
He'll start off the 5th in this one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 2-1 is taken.
3-1 count to Didi Gregorius.
Your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3-2 now.
Right down the middle, but it's gonna be right to the second base.
And the 5th inning will start with a
here comes Gary Sanchez.
Ready once
A
again.
1-2 count to him. See what he can do with it.
Now a half swing, but it's
oh, I
strike 3
check
anyway,
swinged on
says the home
accident.
plate umpire. That's out number 2.
Strike 3.
Next
Greg
for New
Berry.
York, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And
Oh,
he fouls this one
that
off.
was not a good pitch to swing.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2.
Stayed in the strike zone. It's a deep ball. And no one's going to get to it. That's going to be a double for Greg Bird.
Hey guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Into the box, Brendan Drury.
Right down the middle, but he's going to ground out to the shortstop.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double.
That's be the end of the 5th.
Standing in, Russell Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
And Hicks cuts it off, or falls on the ground, and Russell Martin's going to get into second. It'll lead off double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Here now the 2-2. Hit back toward the mound.
Right to Neil Walker for the first out.
And that's out number 1.
He's on deck.
Devin Travis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
We are going to walk. We're going to walk Travis in hopes that we will get a double play.
Signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Third baseman number 20, Josh Donaldson.
It is Donaldson, so it's not going to be easy out.
Here's the third
baseman, Josh
Donaldson. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1
Hope
gun.
we can get him the ground out, or we can strike him out here.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3
or a
ball
top
game
up,
here.
that would be nice too.
Swing and a miss
Oh,
as
or a
ran that
strikeout. He
two-seamer
strikes
right
out
by
Josh
second.
Donaldson. Now there's 2 outs.
Here's
Justin Smoke
now.
up.
He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat.
1-2 count. Can he get out of this jam? Throws the curveball. It's a ground to the Neil Walker, and that's going to end the inning. Good job by Montgomery, and that's probably going to be the end of the day for him.
Second appearance of the season so far. Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the
Neil
left
Walker
side
is going to ground out to the second
second.
baseman.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance, Aaron Hicks. It was a walk in his last trip. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Line drive to
And
center
Hicks
field.
with a nice
And that's
single
a base hit, 1
to
for
center
2 in
field.
his first couple of plate appearances.
1 out single.
Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order
Back
with
with
1
Brett
away.
Garner. He's 2 for 3 on the day.
So back
Can he get another hit here?
Digging in, Brett Gardner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
He's gonna ground it right to the shortstop, and they're gonna turn to.
It's a double play, and that'll end
That's gonna be the end of the inning.
Here's Kendrys Morales.
Keeping Montgomery in for right now.
The 3-1 pitch. And that one misses.
He's gonna walk Morales, and the Yankees are gonna start warming up the bullpen.
So stepping in, Steve Pierce. He's popped out and
start warming up Tommy Kahnle.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Now a ball
They're grounded to Didi, and the Yankees are gonna turn to.
On to first, the double play.
It's just what Montgomery needed right there.
Brendan Richard will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run.
He strikes him out, and that's going to be the end of the day for Montgomery after a very bad start. He turned it around and got to the sixth inning. Tyler Clippard's going to come up and start pitching.
He'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire.
That was not a good pitch. I almost wanted to.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Chased up and out of his zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey boys, you talk
Way
about
too
getting
high.
your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
He did not swing at that, and Stan's going to walk the first and bring up Aaron Judge. 1-1 count. Can Judge do something right here?
And he does so, representing the possible go-ahead run. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball down
a little fastball. 2-1 count.
Exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of
So now swing at that one. That's giving him the advantage now. That was not good. I don't want to check swing. Why does it do that? I hate when the game does that. I had that problem last year. I always check swing when I didn't want to.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. All on the ground to first.
That's going to be a double play.
There's one.
Oh, if I didn't check swing, that would have been such a good hit by Judge. I had the PCI right where I wanted it. Just can't take advantage. But can pitch to this at back. I don't want to put Kahnle in on a 3-0 count.
And that misses ball 4.
He walked.
Leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Alright, Kahnle's going to come in. Try to keep this a 1-run game.
Plate, Russell Martin, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Here comes Tommy Kahnle.
We're in the 7th inning now, of a 4-3 ball game. Swinging a ball line.
That's
down
going to go foul. That was very close.
This is going to get fouled.
Being a double.
Just
oh, that was
inside,
close.
Not by much. It's 2-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam
Got him
fastball,
with
you have to be
change
ready
up.
for him to try to run
First
it
out.
inside and jam you. Good job
There
to lay
comes
off
the top
that
of the
one.
lineup.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Russell Martin is dealt
There he
with
gets
for the
it.
first out
Gets
in
he
the
at
bottom of the
second,
inning.
but not
A
at
walker
first.
for
But it's
one.
all good. Get the lead runner.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis.
Devin Travis is up.
For him so
Gonna
far.
take that for a
1-2
strike.
now. And the
Kahnle
inning
gets him with
goes
the
away
slider.
in
That's be the end of the
unceremonious
7th.
fashion on a swing and a Sun Hwan-Oh has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
We're going to start warming up.
Leading off the inning, Gary
Chad
Sanchez,
Green.
as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 2-1. His fastball
That's
that
a
misses.
3-1 count to
Greg
Gary
Bird
Sanchez.
is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays
and that's going to be ball 4 to Gary Sanchez. Here comes the lefty Greg Bird.
Digging in and looking for
they
more.
test him for the high fastball. It could be trouble. Exactly what they're going to do. That was not a high fastball. What? Why does it? That's annoying.
2-2 will not catch the zone.
Full
ball
count
3.
to Greg Bird.
Popped him up. Martin is under it. 1 down. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second.
That's going to be double.
Play.
No, it's not. There's no way. He would have got him. You could pitch run for Brandon Drury if you want to. Get the 80 speed Ronald Taveras out there. Let's do that.
Time called here as with the potential time
Ronald Taveras going to make his first appearance of the year.
A little more speed out there. Lays off.
Neil Walker gets a single, and a double in the gap. That could be the difference.
2-2. High in the air out to center
Just
field.
under it.
There. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
End of the top of it. Taveras is going to stay over at third.
Now.
Now playing third base.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Canely strikes out Donaldson.
A swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Up next for the
Here's the 3-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
He pops up the high fastball.
Sanchez
is right under it.
2 gone.
We're out number 2.
Here's Kendrys Morales. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point.
2 strikes. Can he get out of this inning? 1, 2, 3.
Our score here as we play the 8th.
That's exactly what he does. He turns on change up in the dirt. Here comes the Yankees' last opportunity to tie this game up. Osina's coming in.
Finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Digging in and looking for more. Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He pulls this one into right. But he will come strong out there in right and pull this one down.
Just a little under it. But Gardner's going to come up 2 strikes.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that it's just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was
great hit by Brett Gardner.
out of the zone.
It's going to be a 1-out single. And now the big bats come up. Can they make a play? Giancarlo Stanton.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now it's one of that at all.
Jay Happ would be in line for the victory should the score hold. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that's going to be a double play to end the game.
First, a double play, and with that, the ball game is over.
Rough start for the Yankees, 1-2. They have one more game to try to tie up this series.
To an early lead in the first and never looked back.
They almost came back, and that 3rd inning, just couldn't get it all the way back.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark.
That's the best hitting game they had. They just couldn't get enough runs. Alright. And now we got game 4. Can the Yankees tie up the series? Sonny Gray on the mound against Marco Estrada. Now looking at hitting, Gardner's doing really good, Sanchez and Bird are doing good, and Judge is starting to heat up a little bit. Everyone else is pretty cold at the moment, and everyone on the Blue Jays is cold, except for Wilson Martin. So we're heading into Game 4. Can we tie up this series? Let's get a win to end this stream.
A great Sunday act. Stepping into the box,
Brett Gardner,
we are
the
ready
lead
for some
off.
daytime baseball.
That's on way early. That was a slow
Still
ball.
some cold in the forecast this
76
time.
That was
47
slow.
degrees at game time this afternoon. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Very slow. Curveball stays up. Gardner's a little too much under it.
Gets there and makes the play for the
Could be
first
out one.
out.
Designated hitter.
John
Next
Carlos
for New York,
stands and come up to the plate.
Stanton.
Can't get good contact on that one.
Nobody on. They try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Here's big Aaron Judge. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, 7 hits in 14 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him.
Got a little bit ahead of that one.
Another full count pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is...
And that's strike there. Alright, Sonny Gray pitching Game 4 for the Yankees.
Off here in the bottom half of the first.
See what he can do.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's foul ball. Still 1-2 count.
Plate. The 1-2. Gets him
Strike
looking
3.
up around the letters.
Sonny Gray strikes out his first batter of the year.
Stepping in for the Jays, Devin Travis. Line toward
That's going to be a single.
And that's into the outfield for a
Possibly a double.
He'll get it into second.
Yep, that's going to be a double. Oh no, we got him. Oh, that was a close play.
As he's into second base with a double.
Third baseman.
That was a lot closer than it should have been.
Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson.
That's
Career
it, and a
numbers
good way.
against Sonny Gray. He brings a 4 for 12 line. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Donaldson has gotten a hit on every time he's faced Sonny Gray in his career. Will he get one here?
Fouled off.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set.
He will not get one here because Didi's going to catch that one over at shortstop. For out number 2.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. All even at 2-2. Travis at second with 2 down. And
that's a deep hit by Justin Smoke, and it's going to be caught at the warning track by Brett Gardner. We're going to head into the second inning. No runs scored.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second
Way
ball.
inside.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, Dero. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Half swing here,
I don't want to check swing.
Called anyway, and that's out number 1.
I do that all the time. That is the most frustrating
in prior
thing.
meetings with Marco Estrada, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
I get way too excited when I see those high fastballs. Way too excited.
Both gone down via the punch out, so we'll
this is
see
gonna be a
if
good one.
fairly
Maybe just
better.
3-1 count.
Line hard toward right center.
If he catches that, oh my God!
Room out there as he puts this away. Next to bat for Toronto, Yonhervis Solarte. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And it's 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. Bird has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Right fielder.
Here's Randall Bridget. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. No offer on that one.
Inside pitch.
Well, this
Yeah,
Yankee
2-1
ball
count.
club entering play this afternoon here. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
That's the outside.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Hicks is under it. 2 gone.
That's 2 outs. And we got
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz.
Diaz up at the plate.
Of rest yesterday, so we'll see if
He's
it
gonna
did
ground
any good.
over.
Grounded down the third base
Bit
line.
injury,
Throw
and he's gonna be
inside,
out at
the side is
first, and
retired.
that's gonna be the end of the second.
A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the 3rd inning of this one. Striding into the box, Brendan Drury. He's the number 7
Drury's
hitter,
gonna lead
but
off
he's
after
leading
getting the
off
last
third
out of the
after the
second.
first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start.
Oh, I did it again.
It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy.
Probably would have
before
been a
he
swing and
really
miss
settles
that
in.
guy. Swung really early on though.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
I gotta stop doing this check swing stuff.
Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball.
And that's
sent
gonna
back up
be
the middle.
fielded by the
Diaz pulls it in,
shortstop.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting ninth, center
Settling in now,
Here
Aaron
comes
Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
These guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. High pop-up.
Boy.
Is there, and the side is retired. Russell Martin now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's gone 3 for 11. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Now a ball
And
hit
Russell
high in the
Martin
air, deep down the line in left.
just
Looking
missed
just
the
a
home
little,
run. Oh my
nearly
God.
a big fly to start
That's
the
probably
inning
closer
instead
than
of
Judge's
foul ball.
last game. Where he just missed one.
Ripped down the first base
And that's
line.
gonna give it bounce
And
first
that's
line.
through for a hit.
Not going anywhere. Judge's arm is too strong.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
On the ground to second base. This
Good
could
play
be
by
2.
Walker, and
Second
Didi's
for 1 on
not
the
gonna be able to
first.
gun him
Not in
out.
time as he just hits the bag ahead
Just a
of the
little
throw.
too late.
Now batting,
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Devin Travis. It was a double for him in his first turn.
Popped up. Right center. Judge is going to get under that one and get the second out.
Ready for another chance.
Josh
Donaldson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes.
He was the main reason he lost last game, so we don't want him to be the main reason he loses this one.
But it didn't bite him.
The count now at 2-2. Pilar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short.
It's a little curveball, and they're going to go short way for out number 3. It's going to be the end of the third. No one has scored yet.
For their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Alright, see if
what kind of
we can get a hit this time through the order. We have not gotten a hit yet. Alright, it's another pop-up. That's probably like our 10th pop-up of the game. Obviously it's not because we only had 10 at bats, but seems like it's on top.
Carlos Stanton now. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup
a little bit on top of that one.
Caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Put on top of that one.
The 1-2. Breaking ball. And
not swung on that one.
In the dirt.
You got me with the curveball.
He makes the throw to first. Stanton.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
2 down now. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Can he make a play right here? Got a hitter's count.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off.
Now he's got a full count. Do they test Judge with the high fastball? They are not going to.
Get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that wasn't
that was a bad swing. That was a bad swing.
Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again.
I did not have good plate discipline on this game at all.
Against Sonny Gray.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners
against the shift, and we still got him out.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Yangervis Solarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit back up the middle.
And that's going to be a single up the middle.
With a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk.
And
he fires a
fastball
now
strike
for a
2.
called strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He stays
That's
alive,
a dangerous location right there.
Solarte, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Oh, I left that one.
Grounder down the line at third. A full count, 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Rendell Grichuk goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. And a slider
that's low.
as he lays off
Very low.
Ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to
nearly get him right here. This is getting too long of an at-bat.
Did a good job to shorten up and
how did he even hit that?
And he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano.
Whoa, that like missed his knee by like an inch.
This at bat, he continues to make this pitcher work.
Now a drive out to left center
and
field.
that's an RBI.
Solarte
that's an RBI.
Third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. So much of this game is situational, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much.
It's like a 10-pitch at bat on 2 outs, and we just couldn't get him out.
And his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
That's a walk.
Riding in once again.
Here comes the hottest hitter.
On 2 away here in the 4th.
Oh my God. Just momentarily on that one.
And another foul ball. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
All right, now we gotta get a run back.
Ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground.
He has such a slow changeup.
The 1-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on
Gary
to
Sanchez.
open the frame. Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The 1-2.
Nope.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Lifted
it's a hanging curveball. That's not going to fall.
Is Pilar, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Damn, that one hurts.
Try it again. Greg Bird hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. From the belt, the pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Very low.
Gregorius stands at first with 1 out.
Didn't get my PCI high enough on that one. Little late on it too.
And a big rip at the curveball, but
how did that thing break so much? Oh my God, that thing broke like crazy.
Digging in for his second at bat.
That was a crazy curveball.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up.
That's just gonna be a pop up.
Behind second. Travis will put this one away, and the side is.
We can't get this offense going.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pilar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 2-1. This one for the shortstop.
Didi's gonna make that play for out number 1.
Is in time, 1 gone. Ready for another shot now. Devin Travis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is
foul count.
Oh, and he can't catch
got him
up
with
to
the high
fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Riding in once again, Justin Smoke. He was a ground out victim last time up.
How did you swing that early?
There, it's 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right there. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short.
Didi gets him out at first and the 5th.
Here's Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit out
that's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman.
Got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Digging in the switch.
Here comes Aaron Hicks to the plate.
He popped out in his first trip. The 1-1. Swing and a hot shot.
Hanging curveball. That's going to be a double down the left field line for Aaron Hicks.
And he'll pull into second
to
with
1 out in the inning.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
That was our first hit of the game.
This guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Tied this game up on.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time is looked at.
Way
and the
high.
count moves full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now a check
I
swing
almost
here,
swung at that.
No swing, says
I
the home
stand.
plate umpire. Not even in a
It's
field.
time
It's
to
ball
shine.
4.
We need to do something with this.
The 1-1 home. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that one just missed outside.
This is a huge at-bat right here.
Here now the 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. With a swinging bunt up the line.
Yeah, at least moves the base runners.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two
Comes
men are
down
in scoring position now with 2 away.
To Aaron Judge. Anytime we need a big play. Right here. And they're going to walk Aaron Judge. To be honest, I probably would have done the same thing in that situation. I would not let Aaron Judge bat there. The only problem is we got a great hitter in Didi Gregorius on deck.
That's what's called getting the
Can Didi Gregorius
so it's all about not letting
come in
him
clutch?
be the guy that beats you.
Right here, right now. Didi Gregorius. Can he do it?
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Diaz is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases.
Oh my
a couple of walks, but no.
We had such a good opportunity right there. Just couldn't take advantage of it.
So far. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Digging in once again, Rendell Pritchard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
That's exactly what we need right there. A barehander by Didi Gregorius. They want us to. Didi's injured. Oh boy.
Ronald Torreyes is going to come in now.
Didi Gregorius is injured.
It is Curtis Granderson.
That is not good.
Double for him in his last turn to the plate. And he pulled up in time.
You know what that means? If that's a long time injury, the only good thing that will come out of this injury is that Gleyber Torres
miss, strike 3.
might be coming up sooner than we thought. Gotta keep that in mind.
Gary Sanchez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan is
we're gonna start warming up.
Must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Chad Green.
We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Lifted in the air
just a little too much under it.
Pilar will slide over.
Oh my God, that sucks.
And that's out number 1. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Swing, line drive.
Oh, that's a double. Greg Bird has been on fire to start the season.
And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
That's the tying run right there.
You think they
somebody drive him in.
Torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Brendan Drury.
Oh, that was the one.
Near the plate.
Just a little bit on top of it, PCF.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short.
Diaz
scoops it up. And there are 2 away now.
Neil Walker had a slow start. Can he come in clutch right here?
Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Bird stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a high pop-up. Smoke is there. He's got it to end the inning.
We just can't get a run. We keep getting in the situations where we can get a run, and we just can't get it.
Bottom of the 7th. Chad Green comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Comes to hard throwing. Chad Green.
And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. Foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Line hard toward right center. And there's a base hit.
Judge cuts it off and keeps it at a single.
To start out the home half of the 7th.
Just an unbelievable.
That's a good play by Judge.
Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base.
That's a nice
full
pitch.
Count now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pilar. He could really use a knock here.
He gets 1, can't get the second one.
They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. Stepping in, Devin Travis. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's falling behind now.
Green needs to get out of this.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Bounce it to the left side.
They need this double play. And they get it. Oh, that was so close. And Hicks is going to come up.
Aaron Hicks. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The Yankees are going to warm up.
Over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
Dylan Betances.
Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So 1-1 home.
A nice hit by Hicks, but it's probably going to be caught.
He gets to it.
Oh, he almost didn't get there.
Here's Brett Gardner now. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the payoff pitch home. That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. swing and a little tapper.
Same location.
Foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Now here's the pitch. Changed up on him.
That's gonna be down though.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
In now is the Yankees DH.
Can somebody come in clutch?
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1
start to lose
now
command.
for the Yankee left fielder.
He might leave something up in the zone.
Swinging a ball
And we
hit
can
on the
destroy
ground.
it.
But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Fly ball out.
Come on. He's gonna catch it, yeah.
Richard will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move.
We just can't get anything going on offense.
Here's the third baseman,
We get like hits, and then we just can't capitalize.
So far, he struck out once.
See if Betances can keep this a run game and hopefully give us a chance.
Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
Donaldson, just watch that. It's very special.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 0 for 7. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times.
Can Gardner get there? Oh, it was right in front of him. And another strikeout by Dellin Betances.
Punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Striding forward now is the DH.
Oh, just foul.
He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Curveball
and that's gone out. The Yankees get one more chance. It's going to be Judge
now at the plate,
starting this inning off.
No hits to this point.
Can he do something? They're keeping the starter in. He's going to make a mistake. I'm hoping. And Judge is going to take advantage of it. What did I do wrong on that? Really? That's nope.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2.
He needs to make one mistake and Judge will destroy the ball.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Ronald
Torreyes is up. Is that who we want back?
Continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline.
I'm throwing Ellsbury in there just because he's a lefty.
He's been so great in this one.
Even though this is still on count,
but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing and a liner.
Bounce.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here comes the Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And he's going to make
last chance.
That's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Roberto Ozuna
Gary Sanchez
to shut things down here in the 9th. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score.
It's not that we're not getting hits. We only had 2 hits that game. But we had guys on base. We had opportunities to score, and we just couldn't do it. We won game 1 of the series and lost the rest of them. So that's a rough start. Didi's good to go. Okay. So that's a rough start. We started off 1-4. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Probably won't be a stream tomorrow. Most of the series is gonna be every other day. Every once in a while I'll get 2 back-to-back. Every once in a while I'll get back-to-back days, but it's mostly going to be every other day. So let's look at the recap of the video real quick. We had good pitching except for Montgomery. Pretty much all around we had good pitching. It was just the hitting. Gardner's doing good. Stan's in a little bit of a slump. He did get that one home run, which helped. Same thing with Judge. He's getting a pretty good on base though. So Tavares is just in because Didi's injured, so we're gonna have to fix that up for the next game. Sanchez isn't doing terrible. Greg Bird's doing amazing. Brandon Dury's doing terrible. Neil Walker's doing terrible, and Hicks is doing pretty bad as well. Slow start for the hitting, great start for the pitching. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you've watched this entire stream, I appreciate it. If you got to the end of the stream, I appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this series, and I will see you guys for the next live stream.